Hello everybody, it's Rama, and I am going to show you, this is going to be a video series where I'm going to make these tag books 2 different ways and decorate them. So if you are here, you just want to see how to make the base for a different project. This one that I'm working on is going to be Halloween. So the first video that you're going to see now is just making the base, then you can decorate it with any theme. Or if you want to stick around and see me decorate for Halloween, then you can watch the rest of the videos in this series. So first of all, I'm going to show the accordion hinge, how I did this. So you can, when you're opening it, it will flip, then you can go to the other side as well. And it also stands. So these are really cool for if you want to send to somebody for Halloween, because they can kind of use it as a decoration also. And then this is the tab binding. And the tab binding, it opens like a book. This is a really easy binding, and it's great to use for so many different projects, anything you have with single pages. So stick around and let's get started. So for each book that I make, I'm going to have 4 tags, so 4 pages. So I'm just going to take my 4 that I'm going to use. And again, for all of the digitals that I'm using, I'll put them in my video description. They're all from G&T Designs. Okay, so the first thing, I'm going to want to ink around the edges, because once you have your binding on there, it's hard to get in there and do your inking. Okay, I think I'll have this be my cover. So, and also for my tags, I kind of like the pages or my tags to be a little bit bigger when I do tag books, so I have some more room to decorate and add things to. I have this template that I used. It's like 3.5 by 7. Sometimes I use food packaging, so here's one, for example. This is a base that is a pizza box, and then I will just print papers and cover both sides, whatever you want to do to cover it. Sometimes I just take like these. I took 2 pieces of paper, glued them together, and then I have printing on both sides, and makes them kind of sturdy because it's 2 layers of cardstock. So that's what I did for those. So for the accordion hinge style book, I am just going to lay these all out, kind of making sure that there's a variety going on here. Let's see what these 4 look like on the other side. Sure, this is good. Okay, and then I am just going to start, basically I am going to put a strip of tape on each seam, and I want to make sure that my pages are going to flip both ways, so they'll flip this way and flip that way. So I will show you how to get that to work. It's a masking tape, and it's a little wide, so I'm actually going to tear some off. So I'll get approximately the length of my tags here, just the spine part. And then I'm going to do my best to tear it in half. And I don't mind those rough edges. I kind of like that, especially spooky Halloween, because that's what I'm working on. Okay, and then I'm just going to start somewhere. So let's start on this tag. Then I'm just going to put 2 tags together, and I'll just kind of roll it gently, not too tight because I want it to lay flat and leave a smidgen of space for stuffing it. So we've got 2 together here now, and it can go flip around a lot. We've got some room to play with. Line it up. And roll it a bit. And then one more. Okay, and then the last one, we want to line them up. And I just want to lay it flat here and roll it. So there we go. We have them all connected on one side. Now, because this is kind of sticky in the middle, ooh, these look kind of far apart, aren't they? See if we can fix that. Let's try that again. Okay, that's better. So now that I did the one side, I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to put a strip here so it covers up that stickiness, and it allows my tags to fold in either direction. So that's the first one, and now we have it that my tags can flip whatever way we want them to. Okay, so then we can start decorating. So I have my 4 tags, and again, you can use however many pages you want. I just happen to be doing 4, and as always, I'm going to start by doing my edges. Okay, so for this one, we are going to do the little tabs. So we're just gonna get little strips of tape, and we're gonna alternate. On the first one, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3 tabs, and then the second page we'll do 2, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3, and then 2, and just keep alternating for as many pages as you're doing. One thing I'll mention is I wouldn't go any less than that, so I wouldn't do a 2, 1, 2, 1 alteration, because your pages tend to get a little wobbly. I'm going to take some of my tape. And this time I'm cutting it to do, oops, I'm sticking here, my little tab. So I'm going to start putting my tabs, and they're all going to go on this side of the tag. So it's going to open like this, you know, like a book would be. So I'm going to start with 3 along the spine here. And it is easier if you start on the ends, because then you can tell where the middle is a lot easier. And then after you get that done, you're gonna flip it over. Now I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna go along here, but I'm gonna do 2 tabs. Let's see, my approximate middle is here. So put that guy on. Now this is the hard part, is when you flip it over, these tabs need to go between here in this space. So did I do a good job? This one needs to move a little bit. Now we're going to take the 3s and we're going to wrap them around to this one that we just did. So we started with the 3s, so we're going to close those up now. So you just don't do it too tight here, because you want to leave a little bit of wiggle room. So now we've got these 2 pages stuck together, and now we have, so we did 3, then we did 2. Now for this one, we're doing 3 again. So I will start on my ends. I guess I can move that up a little bit. There we go. And then, so we've got our 3, we're going to flip it over and hope that this lines up, which it does. So now we're going to take the 2s and close it down here. Now we're on our last page. So if you have more pages, you would just keep doing this. Keep going till you're finished with your pages. When you get down to your last page, you can just put it on here. You don't have to put tabs on because you already have some. So that's it. I love this method of binding. It's great for all kinds of projects. This came from this idea I learned from Susie Hines. And so thank you, Susie. I love this binding method, and it's just such a great method to know because you can use it for so many things. So that is the tab book binding. So we have the tab book here, and we have our accordion style flip. So I hope I inspired you guys to make some tag books. I love making tag books. They're a lot of fun to decorate. Thank you so much for watching.